What if I told you that some people in China drink urine as medicine? That entire cities exist with no one living in them? Or that some workers are forced to work for 28 hours straight? Sounds crazy, right? But it's all true. Stay tuned, because today we're exposing 50 of the most shocking facts about China. And trust me, you won't believe number 7. China is a country full of mysteries, ancient traditions, and mind-blowing secrets. From people eating bats to ghost cities that look like abandoned movie sets, what happens in China will blow your mind. Stick around till the end, because some of these facts might change the way you see the world forever. Yes, you heard that right. There's a movement in China called urine therapy, where people drink their own pee, believing it cures diseases and improves health. Doctors, however, strongly advise against this. Would you ever try it? Let me know in the comments. Many people around the world were shocked to learn that bats were sold in Chinese markets. But did you know that in some parts of China, snakes, rats, and even dog meat are considered delicacies? Some believe these foods give them strength, while others eat them for traditional medicine. Imagine working for 28 hours straight, without rest. In some Chinese factories, workers live where they work and are expected to pull insane shifts, sometimes without overtime pay. Some factories even have suicide nets because workers are pushed to the breaking point. Have you ever seen a city built for millions of people, but completely empty? Welcome to China's ghost cities. These are huge urban areas with skyscrapers, roads, and malls, but barely anyone lives there. The government builds them as investments, hoping people will move in one day. But for now, they're just modern ghost towns. We've all heard the myth that the Great Wall of China is the only man-made structure visible from space. But guess what? That's false. Astronauts have confirmed that it is actually too thin to see with the naked eye from space. Imagine being scored for your daily life. What you buy, how you behave, and even what you say online. China has a real-life social credit system that rewards good citizens with privileges and punishes bad ones by restricting travel and loans. Dogs might be great for security, but in some parts of China, police use geese instead. Geese have excellent eyesight, are aggressive, and will attack intruders. Would you rather face an angry goose or a police dog? It sounds like something from ancient history, but in modern China, over 50 million people still live in cave homes. These underground houses, called yaodongs, provide natural insulation and are cheaper than city apartments. China has built a fake version of Paris complete with an Eiffel Tower. But here's the weird part. It's almost completely deserted. The South China Mall is the biggest shopping center in the world. But for years, 90% of the stores were empty because no one shopped there. With over 2 million active soldiers, China has the biggest military force on the planet. Despite being officially atheist, China has over 100 million Christians, more than Italy's total population. On the worst pollution days, breathing in Beijing's air is like smoking 2 packs of cigarettes. Imagine living like that every day. Billionaires in China have built luxury underground bunkers in case of war or disaster. Some of these bunkers have swimming pools, movie theaters, and full security systems. Over the years, several billionaires in China have vanished for months, only to reappear later without an explanation. Imagine living in a real-life episode of Black Mirror. In China, a social credit system ranks citizens based on their behavior. Pay your bills on time, you get travel perks. Criticize the government, you might be banned from buying train tickets or even lose job opportunities. The system is designed to encourage good behavior, but many see it as a tool for extreme surveillance. The Taklamakan Desert in China is one of the most inhospitable places on Earth. Known as the Sea of Death, it is the world's second-largest shifting sand desert. With temperatures soaring above 70 degrees, 158 degrees in summer and plummeting in winter, very few dare to explore its vast, unforgiving landscape. Who needs a degree in aerospace engineering when you have determination? A Chinese farmer with no formal education built his own airplane from scrap metal. After multiple failed attempts, he finally made it fly, proving that passion and hard work can defy all odds. China is the world's largest consumer of pork, so it is no surprise that the country also owns over half of the world's pig population. In fact, China's pork industry is so huge that a disease outbreak in its pig farms can cause global meat prices to skyrocket. The Danyang-Kunshan Grand Bridge in China holds the record for the longest bridge in the world, stretching over 164 km, 102 miles. It's longer than the entire distance between London and Paris. With over 2 million active soldiers, China has the largest standing army in the world. Their military strength continues to grow, making them one of the most powerful forces on the planet. Imagine being a billionaire one day and vanishing the next. In China, several high-profile billionaires, including Jack Ma, have disappeared for months, only to reappear later with no explanation. Many believe this happens when business leaders fall out of favor with the government. Surprise! That fortune cookie you get after eating Chinese food? It's not from China at all. In fact, it was invented in San Francisco by a Japanese immigrant. In China, fortune cookies are virtually unknown. While many people build underground bunkers for survival, China has taken it to the next level. Luxury underground cities exist, built for the elite in case of war or disaster. Some of these hidden bunkers are equipped with movie theaters, swimming pools, and even shopping centers. The South China Mall in Dongguan is the world's largest shopping mall, covering 659,612 square meters. But here's the weird part. It remained almost completely empty for years. Despite its massive size, very few businesses ever moved in. In some parts of China, police use geese instead of dogs for security. Why? Geese have excellent vision, are extremely territorial, and will attack intruders without hesitation. The Bianyifang Roast Duck restaurant in Beijing has been serving customers since the 1400s. That means this place has been around for over 600 years. For over 30 years, China strictly enforced a one-child policy to control its population. This led to a huge gender imbalance, as families preferred to have boys over girls. Today, China has millions more men than women. China doesn't just loan pandas to zoos. They use them as diplomatic gifts. Known as panda diplomacy, China lends pandas to countries as a sign of friendship. But here's the catch. When the loan period ends, the pandas must be returned to China. Despite English not being the official language, over 300 million people in China are learning English, more than the entire population of the United States. Which fact surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more shocking facts every week.